Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to bathe in waters so rich in minerals that they've been healing people for centuries? Imagine a place where thermal springs burst from the earth at a scorching 54 degrees Celsius, carrying secrets from 1,500 meters below ground. This isn't fantasy. This is Moulay Yacoub, Morocco's legendary spa town that's been drawing visitors since the time of ancient sultans. Today, we're diving deep into one of North Africa's most extraordinary hidden gems. I've traveled 21 kilometers northwest of Fez to discover why locals call this place Morocco's natural hammam, and why its waters are literally worth their weight in gold. In this video, I'll take you on a complete journey through Moulay Yacoub, from its ancient origins to its modern luxury transformation. You'll discover the science behind these miraculous waters, experience the traditional and modern spa treatments, and learn exactly how to plan your own visit. But this isn't just another travel guide. I've spent weeks researching the medicinal properties of these springs, speaking with locals who've visited for generations and experiencing every treatment firsthand. What I discovered about the healing powers of these waters shocked even the skeptics in my crew. Moulay Yacoub isn't just any spa town, it's a place steeped in legend and royal history. The story begins with the town's namesake, Moulay Yacoub, who was actually Yaqub al-Mansur, the third ruler of the Almohad Caliphate in the 12th century. Legend has it that the Sultan was suffering from a severe skin condition that no doctor could cure. Desperate for relief, he traveled to these remote hills where locals spoke of miraculous waters. After bathing in the thermal springs, his condition improved dramatically. The Sultan was so impressed that he ordered a complex built around the springs, establishing the first formal baths here nearly 800 years ago. Walking through the town today, you can still feel this history in the air. The narrow streets wind up the hillside, lined with small shops selling traditional remedies and spa products. Elderly locals sit in cafes, sipping mint tea and sharing stories of miraculous cures they've witnessed over decades. What makes this place truly special is that, unlike many historic sites that have lost their original purpose, Moulay Yacoub continues to function exactly as it has for centuries, as a place of healing and rejuvenation. Now you might be wondering, what makes these waters so special? Is this just folklore, or is there real science behind the healing claims? The answer lies deep beneath our feet. These aren't ordinary hot springs. The thermal waters of Moulay Yacoub emerge from a depth of 1,500 meters below ground, heated naturally to an incredible 54 degrees Celsius. But it's not just the temperature that matters, it's the mineral composition. These waters contain one of the highest concentrations of sulfur in any thermal spring worldwide. They're also rich in magnesium, calcium, and sodium chloride. This unique cocktail of minerals creates water with a neutral pH that's particularly effective for treating three main categories of conditions. First, respiratory issues. The sulfurous steam that rises from the waters helps clear sinusitis, chronic nasal inflammation, and even asthma. Locals call it the breath of life. Second, rheumatic conditions. The minerals penetrate deep into joints and muscles, reducing inflammation and pain from arthritis and other chronic conditions. And third, dermatological problems. The waters are particularly famous for treating psoriasis and eczema, conditions that often resist conventional treatments. What's fascinating is that modern science is now confirming what traditional wisdom has known for centuries. Recent studies from Moroccan universities have documented significant improvement in patients with chronic skin conditions after just 2 weeks of treatment here. Moulay Yacoub offers visitors a fascinating choice. Experience the baths as locals have for centuries, or indulge in the new luxury spa complex that's transformed the town. Let's start with the traditional experience. The original public baths still operate in the center of town. For just 200 dirhams, about $20, you can access these communal baths where Moroccans from all walks of life come to soak in the healing waters. The experience is authentic and unchanged by time. Men and women bathe separately in large, tiled pools filled with the steaming mineral water. The air is thick with sulfurous steam, and conversations echo off the domed ceilings. Locals bring their own buckets and scrubbing mitts, performing the traditional exfoliation ritual known as gommage. But in 2019, everything changed when the Vichy Thermalia Spa Hotel opened after a massive renovation project costing 141 million dirhams. This luxury complex has transformed Moulay Yacoub into a world-class destination. The contrast couldn't be more striking. Walking into the Vichy complex feels like entering another world, one of marble floors, ambient music, and staff in crisp uniforms. The four-star hotel features 100 elegant rooms, including spacious suites with panoramic views of the surrounding mountains. The spa itself spans an impressive 4,000 square meters, offering everything from the traditional communal baths to private treatment rooms, jacuzzis, and specialized therapy pools. For 200 dirhams, you can enjoy 15 minutes in a private jacuzzi filled with the same miraculous thermal water that flows into the traditional baths. What's remarkable is how they've managed to preserve the authentic healing properties of the waters while creating an experience that rivals luxury spas in Europe. The thermal water is exactly the same. It's just the setting that's been elevated. So what does a perfect day in Moulay Yacoub look like? Let me walk you through my own experience. I arrived early in the morning when the light was soft and golden over the hills. The town was just waking up, shopkeepers arranging their displays of traditional soaps and oils, the scent of fresh bread wafting from small bakeries. My first stop was the traditional hammam. I'll admit the sulfur smell takes some getting used to. It's that distinctive rotten egg odor that all sulfur springs share. But locals say this is how you know the water is potent. If it doesn't smell, it doesn't heal, as one elderly man told me with a knowing smile. Inside, I followed the local custom, first soaking in the hottest pool to open the pores, then moving to progressively cooler pools. The water feels silky against the skin, almost slippery from the high mineral content. After about 30 minutes, my skin was tingling and my muscles had relaxed in a way that even the best massage can't achieve. For lunch, I headed to one of the small restaurants overlooking the valley. The specialty here is slow-cooked tagines, the perfect complement to a morning of bathing. The lamb falls off the bone, flavored with local olives and preserved lemons. In the afternoon, I visited the Vichy complex for the contrast. Here, I tried their signature treatment, a mineral-rich mud wrap followed by a massage using argan oil infused with local herbs. The therapist explained that they've developed these treatments to enhance the natural benefits of the thermal waters. As the sun began to set, I joined locals at a cafe terrace, sipping mint tea and watching the golden light play across the hillsides. There's a peaceful rhythm to life here that feels worlds away from the bustle of Fes, just 21 kilometers down the road. Now, if you're planning your own visit to Moulay Yacoub, here are some essential tips to make the most of your experience. First, timing matters. The best seasons to visit are spring and fall, when temperatures are mild. Summer can be extremely hot, and winter can be surprisingly cold in these hills. For accommodation, you have two main options. The Vichy Thermalia Hotel offers luxury rooms starting at around $100 per night. Alternatively, many visitors choose to stay in Fes and make a day trip to Moulay Yacoub. Taxis from Fes cost about 150 to 200 dirhams each way, or you can catch a collective taxi from Bab Boujalud for just 15 dirhams. If you're visiting the traditional baths, bring your own towel, flip-flops, and bathing suit. Women should note that in the traditional ladies section, most Moroccan women bathe without tops, though wearing a swimsuit is perfectly acceptable for tourists. For the Vichy Spa, reservations are recommended, especially during high season. Their most popular package includes access to all thermal facilities, plus a 30-minute massage for 600 dirhams. One important health note. Doctors recommend limiting thermal bath sessions to 20 minutes, especially for first-timers. The high mineral content and heat can be overwhelming if you're not accustomed to it. And finally, don't miss the opportunity to explore the surrounding area. The village itself offers stunning views of the Rif Mountains, and there are several hiking trails that lead to panoramic viewpoints. As the sun sets over the hills of Moulay Yacoub, I can't help but feel I've discovered one of Morocco's most precious secrets. This isn't just a spa town, it's a living connection to centuries of healing tradition, a place where ancient wisdom meets modern luxury. Whether you come seeking relief from a specific ailment or simply a day of relaxation away from the tourist crowds, Moulay Yacoub offers something increasingly rare in our world. An authentic experience that hasn't been manufactured for tourism, but rather preserved for its genuine value. The waters that bubble up from deep beneath these hills carry more than just minerals. They carry stories, traditions, and a connection to the natural world that we often lose in our modern lives. So, if you're planning a trip to Morocco, consider adding Moulay Yacoub to your itinerary. Whether you choose the traditional hammam experience or the luxury of the Vichy Spa, you'll be participating in a healing tradition that spans centuries. Have you ever visited a thermal spa? I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of Morocco's hidden treasures, please hit that like button and subscribe for more authentic Moroccan experiences. Until next time, this is MarocVibe bringing you the real Morocco, one extraordinary place at a